Hey guys, this is me again, and I'm continuing to talk about our album called Black Mirror by Apparent Magnitude. So, as I promised, in this video, I'm going to tell you more about the album itself and about its songs. So, first of all, the album consists of two parts. So, there is a proper progressive metal rock part with all the heavy instruments and me singing on top of it, where my voice actually sounds probably a bit more like instruments rather than leading vocals. And there's a second part which was created mainly for me because I love acoustic music, I love my voice to pop out, so we decided to create each song in acoustic version. So one of my friends have already listened to the album, and she said something which really made me agree to it. I would say that at first, if you just listen to rock music, the heavy part of the album, you may not feel enough contrast because, yes, all the songs are in the same style. For me, when I wrote them, they felt really different because I felt different emotions when I created those lyrics and those vocal parts. But apparently, if you just listen to it, you might not quite realize that there is another song going on. Which I think is a good thing because there should be some consistency throughout the album. But if you go to the next part, which is the acoustic part, the acoustic versions of each song, this creates a really good contrast to the first part. So, as I said, each song exists in acoustic version and in heavy metal version, and it's just up for you to decide which version you prefer. So maybe you prefer more rock style, or you absolutely hate loud rock music and you just want some nice chill songs to listen to. I think this is quite good because it proves that each song was written which could fit both purposes and made me feel like a versatile artist by being able to do so. So we have 5 original songs. One of them was written by me ages ago when I wanted to write some music, but I didn't know where to start. So at that time, I just purchased an iPad and I explored the version of how to use GarageBand to write music. So I was just playing around and I wrote this song called Bad Dreams, which was really like me because I'm the kind of person who suffers from nightmares, as I'm really emotional and excitable, and whatever happens during the day, I always dream about this later, and often I see myself being chased by someone or being attacked, and I kind of always try to wake up. Yeah, probably just because I'm a really excitable person. So, writing about bad dreams and about someone who needs to save me from myself and from my own emotions and give me this helping hand, it was something which resonated a lot. And it just came naturally. But since I couldn't write really good instrumentals, my instrumental was really basic. I had it in my demos on SoundCloud for ages, no one ever listened to it, and I kind of forgot I had it. So when we decided to write an album with Jan Peck, at first we've started with a different song actually. So he sent me all the music that he had and never released, and they were just like drafts. So I went through the list, listened to some sounds, and I liked one particular instrumental, and I said, let's write a song to that. So that song was After You, which is I believe the second song of the album, and this song we spent the most time writing. So it's the first song that we wrote together. I used his instrumental, I wrote my lyrics and melody line, and then he completely changed the instrumental, and for some time I was like, oh, but I really like that first instrumental, that's why I chose it. But never mind, it took us a long time to edit it and record it. It was quite a difficult experience, I would say, because it's the first song. It probably never happens that the first song you write is super easy. And after that, I thought, well, we still were working on that song. We were working on for duration probably of the whole writing of the album. So the writing of the album, by the way, took us a year. And probably writing took us like 3 or 4 months, but producing and working on it took us about a year, because the initial idea actually came on my birthday last year. And yeah, so we've sort of wrote, recorded After You, and I thought, okay, let's think about other songs we could do. Because maybe to begin with, we didn't think about an album, we thought about just releasing a single. And then I thought about that song Bad Dreams, which I wrote but never produced, and I showed it to Young Peck and he loved it and he thought that could be a hit. So this is definitely something we could work with. And yeah, so he created the music. I had it re-recorded. Again, it wasn't super easy. Took me ages to re-record it. I did loads of versions of it, just because I remember that feeling when I did it 5 years ago, I think. And it just back then felt really natural, and I didn't spend much time writing or recording it. But this time, when I was re-recording, I couldn't go back to that feeling, which was ideal for me, and I just wanted to sing just like back then, but with a better mic. So that was a really tough challenge to complete. After that, I believe we were writing a few songs at the same time. I can't remember which one was first. Was it Black Mirror or Impulse? One of those. I think I was writing Black Mirror for a bit longer, so probably I've heard the music for it next, and I've started working on it. And straight away, I called it Black Mirror because the instrumental was quite industrial. I could hear there would be something going on about technological progress. And yeah, I just thought, just like in TV series, that would be Black Mirror, and it would be something which is not a love story, which normally I sing about. So my usually covers, and as you hear, original songs would be about love, because I'm just a normal emotional person. But then I thought, that is a technological song, it's industrial, and it's not going to be about love, it's going to be about something more general, something about more like society. But when I sing look at yourself, do you recognize the man looking back from the black mirror of your soul? And it's about creation. So you've created the world which you see as perfect, and it's really beautiful, it's very smart, but there's a problem that there is no soul in your art. And or there's no spirit I think in your art. So this could refer to anybody, that could refer to an individual, to a person like, for example, me. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I may want to create something like a song album, or I don't know, draw a picture. So I could make something, but then I would care too much about the visual side of it and would forget to think about the inside, the reason, the message. And the same, it could be about any artist, it could be about maybe like government or politics, or it could be about God or mankind as a whole. So I just thought any person can see a message in that. So I was trying to write the most simple lyrics as possible, just to resonate to anyone, really, to have loads of different meanings to that song. And yeah, straight away I knew that would be the title for our album, so there will be a title song, and I think that's a good solution. And next, well, we wrote Impulse. At that time we were thinking about names of our band, and we couldn't come up with a name yet, and one of the suggestions from Jan was Impulse, something to do with impulse. And I thought like, not sure about the band name. But then he sent me that song, that's just music, and then I thought, oh yeah, there's got something impulsive, something emotional about it. And actually the whole process of writing the song, that's why this song is really special to me, was really impulsive, easy and quick. Literally I wrote the lyrics within 20 or 30 minutes, never changed them again. And and the same was with the melody line, and with recording it, probably just 1 or maximum 2 takes. So it was so simple and easy. We didn't have to make any edits, we didn't have to change anything. So the first time when Jan made an arrangement and mixed it with my vocals, when he mastered it. I liked everything from the first time. Not like anything else. Anything else I would be going back and forth for ages. That's why it took such a long time. But if every song was like Impulse, it would be just would be such an easy job to write an album, or we would just produce an album a month. So that's the easiest song which we wrote, and I love it because for me, I find it catchy. I want to sing it, and the purpose of the song was to write about this kind of unstable feeling about relationships. Say if you're in love with someone and you think they love you back or they're interested in you, but you're not sure whether it's worth trying those relationship with that guy, because maybe for them it's just an impulse. Maybe they don't actually love you honestly. Maybe it's just a fling, something, just a very attraction of that moment, but it's nothing serious. And I believe that everyone was in a situation like that, not just girls but boys as well, when you are just not sure whether the person that you are attracted to, whether they are serious about you. And this is what makes people, a lot of people, excited about a relationship, when you are not sure if they like you or not, but at the same time it makes you nervous and anxious and self-conscious. So I hope you guys enjoy that song as well, as it's really dear to me, even though maybe it's not like a hit song. I still believe that probably Black Mirror and Bad Dreams are our strongest songs from the album. They are quite they're quite professional, I would imagine. I can't really judge myself, but for me, yeah, they sound something which you can hear on the radio, just personally for me. And our last song is Heaven. It's the last song of the album. I just wanted to finish the album. I wanted to create something completely different, and I realized that comparing to all this loud music and these emotional songs, we need something a bit calmer, a bit more relaxing. And I've heard this beautiful music that Young Peck wrote, and I just thought, well, what more calm and relaxing you can think of that we call this Heaven. And but again, since I call this more like gothic metal, so every song's got a little bit of gothic feel about it. Obviously you got Black Mirror and Bad Dreams, and even Impulse is quite an anxious song after you use about breakup. And then this happy song. How can you have a happy song in a metal band? So my message for being happy, even though I'm quite a positive person myself, but I feel no pain, I feel so relieved, I'm in heaven. Maybe I'm dead, maybe I'm not alive. So if everything is so good, nothing is hurting, nothing is bothering you, you're totally relaxed, this feeling doesn't quite exist. There's always something which makes you feel hurt or makes you anxious, and if you're not about anxious anything at all, maybe you're not alive anymore. So the message of the song is quite gothic as well, because I'm sort of talking about death. So you wake up absolutely happy, maybe you've just died. Yeah, so that's all about the album. I hope you guys now will be more interested to listen to it properly and analyze, but I've just given you all my insider information, things which inspired me, things which I thought about when I was writing those lyrics and melody lines. Obviously I can't tell for Young Peck because he's a different person, and he didn't tell me what he felt when he was writing those music. But from my point of view, I told you everything I knew. And yeah, now it's up to your judgment to listen to it and to feel what you feel. Please let me know if you listen to the album, and if you like any of the songs, or even if you don't like them, just let me know. And I hope to hear your voice as well, your comments, and I want to read your message, and yeah, just to know what you thought about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, speak to you later.